Hey!
Hello, everybody!
Cheers, everyone!
Diolch da.
Vino time.
Time for some wine.
Why did
Always
I say
time for some
vino?
wine.
I don't know either.
Good evening,
Hey!
everybody. This is a very, very random Sunday live for us because it wasn't scheduled in. But
No.
Mike and I were talking in the car the other day, and we thought we left things unsaid on the last live. There was a lot to talk about. We only got a fraction of the way through, so we thought we'd throw another live on this Sunday with a bit of wine.
And try and put a few clips on as well, because we didn't have any video clips.
Definitely.
And of course, with me having been on MSC, we thought we'd also throw
me off the boat.
Marella, MSC, if I could. Marella, MSC and P&O. So we thought we'd have a look at a few clips, put the ship's numbers as numbers and see which one you would pick out of the clips that we've got. So that should be interesting.
It should, but I think first of all, before we start off, we should do it in true fashion and do some hellos.
Yeah.
And let's also do some shout outs. So we're going to start off with a few shout outs. Now, it's been very busy for me on the trains this week. I've actually come across a lot of people that have recognised Mitre Travel and some new faces that don't recognise, but I've obviously mentioned it to them. Including, let me just get this right now so I don't get it wrong, Michelle and Arthur Cronin from Canada.
Wow,
they
all
were
the way from Canada.
Yes, they were on my train and we got chatting. Lovely couple. They gave me a beautiful little Canadian pin badge and I still wear it now to this day. So if you are watching at all at any point, welcome Michelle and Arthur Cronin.
And it's a shame I didn't get to meet you, because I did go on the train with him this week.
You did.
It was exciting. I loved it. And who's next?
Right. Okay. So another one we got is a friend of ours on Facebook and in real life, obviously. Tracy has got, I believe she said it was a cousin, which is Rachel White. Rachel White is a subscriber and she watches our live. So hopefully
hello, Rachel.
You're watching today, Rachel.
Give us an hello. And, who did the fireworks?
I did it.
Oh, smart. I'll do that one instead then.
We're waiting. Oh, there you go.
There you go. And we also met somebody on P&O Iona, and we had a lovely chat with them. We met them at the beach house when we were having our meal at the beach house, and we have a lovely chat. And I've just put a photo on Facebook of our meeting with them. So, Julie and Dean, if you are watching, then we love meeting you, and obviously it was great that
However,
you've been in touch and you're on the site.
I've got a bone to pick with Julie. All I ever hear now is let him. That's all he ever says to me is let him.
Let him.
Thanks, Julie.
Julie gave some advice to Dave, who desperately needs it, and she recommended a book called Let 'Em. And I thought, well, I'm going to read it because he won't. And all he is now is saying, let him. It doesn't matter. Let him. But anyway, we'll explain it another time.
Cheers, Julie and Dean. Right, so let's do some hellos in the room then.
Quick hellos then.
So we've got Keith.
Hello, how are you doing, Keith?
Good evening, chaps. How are you both doing? We're counting down the 12 days to go on Queen Mary 2 for a 4-night flip to Rotterdam.
Wow.
Oh, the Queen Mary 2, that's the newest ship, isn't it?
Yeah, we won't go.
No, the Queen Anne's the newest ship, isn't
Queen Anne's the newest ship with Queen Mary, beautiful.
Yes.
And we won't go where I went last week.
Where?
Well, you know what I loved on the Cunard ships?
The afternoon tea?
No.
Oh.
The wood that's everywhere.
Oh, yeah, we're not going to talk about touching wood again.
We won't go there.
No way. No way.
But anyway, really exciting. And I'm hoping to do maybe a solo on Cunard soon. And that Rotterdam one looks really good.
Smashing. Stephen Brown. Hello, Stephen.
Hey, Steve.
Stephen says, even all to all of the people in the room today. But guys, just a quick one as well. I've noticed we've got 3 likes. If you can whack some likes out, it helps spread the message.
Yeah, that would really help us.
Patsy's in the room.
Hey,
good
Patsy.
Evening, guys.
How you doing?
Hello, Patsy. We have Walter Tyra
Walter.
Charles. Walter joined us last week.
Walter, yes, with the bear flag.
Yes, evening, guys.
Very
Hope
good.
you are
Hi,
well.
Walter.
We are very well, Walter.
Yeah,
Hope you are
good.
too. Smashing. We got our wine as well. I'll have a sip in a minute. Billy Blackrock is in the room.
Billy.
Good evening, good people.
Evening,
Hello,
Billy. How you
How are
doing?
you? Cruising with the Whites are in the room.
Well, of course.
Oh, they've got a drink as well.
How you doing, Alex and Ryan? Previous guests of ours, so good to see you here.
Definitely. Keith, loud and clear.
Good.
That's what we like to hear, Keith.
Yeah.
Oh, the Queen is back in the room. The Queen is back. She's back from her jaunts abroad. Shemai from Avan. Valley. Hope you are well. Back from my travels and had a wonderful 2 weeks on board with wonderful weather.
Oh,
Well, you stole our weather, Mary, because it's been bloody rubbish since you've been gone.
I know.
Isn't it? The weather's been terrible.
I'm sure I asked Mary what she's got planned next, and I don't think there's anything for a while now. So Mary could be back in this country for a little while.
Well, I'm pretty sure Mary spoke to me about P&O at some point.
Oh,
so we'll see what
maybe
happens.
I'm wrong then.
Kerry's in the
Hey,
room. Kerry. Hello, almost
Mwah.
missed this. Never. You're always here, Kez.
Yeah.
I shouldn't call you Kez. You might hate that.
Yeah.
Mandy Benton. Mandy's in the room as well. Hi, guys. Had to come over from Facebook
Why
because
is
can't come on YouTube.
Somebody had this problem last week as well. I don't know why.
I expand you, Mandy.
Mandy would be the last person that I would ban. Well, one of the last people I would ban.
Although saying that though, Mandy, he doesn't have a clue what he's doing with tech. I ring him sometimes. The phone just cuts out. He says it's me. It's his phone. He's done something on his phone. He doesn't know what he's done.
Who does all this?
His face. I do. I do all.
I'm not having that. I'm not having that. This wouldn't be happening if it wasn't for me.
Tracy Joe Clark. Evening,
Tracy,
guys. Hello
good
there. Stephen has put, right, I read a Marella chat the other day when one of the Chewy staff mentioned that there will be news in the not too distant future about the resumption of Asia cruises. Ooh,
wow.
Have you guys heard anything?
So.
No, we haven't heard anything. And this is like music to my ears because we've been saying, I want to go back to Thailand severely. So like that sort of part of the world I want to go back to.
We've only done Thailand, haven't we, in
have.
Asia, and we'd love to do more of Asia.
Yeah.
So we would have done that Asia cruise when they were doing them a couple of years ago, but we chose the Caribbean instead. And then the following year, we'd have done it, and they cancelled it.
Well, fingers crossed. Stephen's right on what he's saying.
Well, I hope so. I'll definitely keep an eye on that. But also, there is some news on Marella Cruises, and they are going somewhere that they haven't been to for 10 years. Can you guess where?
I'm going to say...
Don't read.
I'm going to say... No, I knew this anyway because we spoke. I'm
right,
sure we spoke this last week.
Yeah, we probably
did. Tunisia, right?
They are going to Tunisia, and they haven't been to Tunisia for 10 years. So their brochure, Winter 2026, is going to be featuring some new destinations. And one of them is Tunisia. So that's exciting that they're going back there.
I know nothing about it.
No, well, we'll definitely look more into it. And I have got a lot more information, but we're not going to read it now because it'll eat too much time in. But also, while we're on news, I want to say that Royal Caribbean have got a new ship, which is debuting next month. No, sorry, in August. And it's called Star of the Seas.
Now, I've seen the plans for the ship. And it's massive.
Mega ship
like,
again.
Royal Caribbean have done that thing like all cruise companies have. They've gone from small, medium to massive. And I mean massive.
I'm a bit annoyed because I've got a picture and I didn't load it and I forgot to load it. But anyway, it looks amazing. And I heard today, I didn't know. Do you know Royal Caribbean, what their tradition is? They announce...
Not sinking.
No, I hope not. They announce godmothers of their cruise ships. And guess who is... Oh, you know, because I told you about 2 hours ago. Guess who has been chosen as the godmother for the new ship?
Liza Minnelli.
No! Diana Ross. I love Diana Ross. She can't sing now, but I did love Diana Ross.
I loved Diana Ross. I saw her at Glastonbury, and that was a nightmare.
I know. She should retire, but I'm a massive fan of Diana Ross. And
does that mean then
she's the godmother of the new ship?
Does that mean she'll be invited on to do a cruise tour with them then? Maybe.
Well, she'd probably go on whenever she likes.
No, but do you know what I mean? Like, if she's the godmother, like, would she go in there and open the ship with like the headline act? Or, you know?
Not guaranteed, apparently, because I didn't know about this, but I did read one other one, which seems strange. Who was a godmother? Jane Seymour. You're thinking, who, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yes, she was a well-known English actress.
Medicine woman.
Yes.
Dr. Quinn Medicine woman.
Apparently she's the godmother of one of the ships. I don't know which one. But anyway, just a little fact that Diana Ross, godmother of Star of the Seas, their new ship, which is sort of due its maiden sail in August. And I think it's going to be based in Port Canaveral.
So if you like... Diana Ross.
We haven't done Royal Caribbean yet, have we?
No, we haven't, and it is on, I think. But the problem is I'm scared. After seeing your MSC, I am scared because Royal Caribbean is exactly like that. I've heard, though, that Royal Caribbean is a little bit more upper market than MSC. Now, I don't know if that's true, but I've heard that Royal Caribbean, in the actual family of that cruise line companies that they own, is like the father company. Like it's the one they invest the most of the money in. So.
Well, it'd be nice to try them at one point, and I'm sure that we will.
Right, let's move on. Stuart McCullough. Hi, everyone. How are you? Hey, Stuart.
Good evening.
Tony Cunliffe.
Tony,
good evening, gentlemen.
Good evening.
Good evening, Tony.
Good evening
how are
to you?
Cruisman White says, yes, we're good, guys. Hope you got that drink in your hand, mate.
Yes, hope you've got the wine open.
Stephen Moffat. Good evening, all.
Good evening,
Hello,
Stephen. How you doing?
Here she is, the Queen of Mida, off to Australia in 4 weeks. On a
is that
great
it?
Days.
I thought you were back for 4 months or something. 4 weeks.
Mary,
she's probably one of our most frequent travellers, although we've got quite a few frequent travellers on here, but Mary definitely is somebody that travels a lot. I've never been to Austria.
No, I haven't. I thought I went.
No.
I thought I went there when I was skiing once, but no, that was Italy. And,
yeah.
I haven't. No,
I want to go to Vienna, but we just haven't told you. And today, what did we watch today? The Glacier Express in Switzerland, and I'm definitely interested in doing that. But anyway, that's another story, another
one
day.
Of his fantasies.
Another story, another day.
Walter, hello. Thanks, guys. 12 days to sail it on Britannia and off to the fjords. Now, Britannia is the sort of ship that I like. I had a look at Britannia, and it's the sort of size that I like.
I think that was the thing with P&O, wasn't it? I think we definitely up for doing P&O again.
Yeah.
I mean, there was a lot to like on P&O, but on Iona, and we will come to that in a minute. There was a lot to like on there, but I do think we probably do prefer the smaller ships. So it would be good to try one of their smaller fleet.
Defo. Ravenfire Phoenix. Oh, like the name. My partner Shaz says hello, loves your channel.
Oh,
hello, Shaz.
Hello.
I can't do it.
I can.
He doesn't want to do it for me.
I'm the one with all the love to give. You're the one that goes off with fireworks.
Right.
Excuse me, you get yourself wet, not me.
Thomas Aitken, evening, guys. How did the hand hygiene compare Marella P&O MSC?
Right.
We went P&O and Celebrity X pre-COVID, and they were all over it then. Marella post-COVID, who kind of left it to yourself. Any thoughts? Right. So Marella still doing hand sanitization as you enter, but it's on your terms. You do it. They do have the hand wash basins at every restaurant at P&O, and they were still enforcing it at some of them, especially the buffet. So I think P&O still have it in place, and it's still
P&O do, and MSC do as well. And I can't remember, it probably was MSC that actually, when you went to the restaurant, the chap on the door would direct you to do the gel. So they do seem quite strict on it, and I think it's really good that if it's a leftover from COVID, that situation of being able to sanitize your hands in and out of the restaurant is really useful. So yes, I think all the cruise ships are still pushing it, and there's also not only the gel, but there's also wash stations on some. Certainly the buffet on MSC, as you go in, you've got sort of place you can wash your hands.
There was at all of the buffet restaurants. There wasn't in any of the, can't remember them in any of the main dining rooms, but there was definitely one in the buffet, definitely one in the beach house.
I mean, they're still pretty keen, but it is a case of if somebody wants to go in there and not wash their hands, they're not going to be made to.
No. Kerry has put Kez's fine day. If I answer to anything like, I like Kez. You like Kez?
Oh, that's all right then.
So that's it from now on.
I like Kerry.
You're my Kez.
She can be your Kez and my Kerry.
Yeah. Mary, I've heard Marella new destinations are Tunisia, Portugal, and Morocco. Yes. See, the Morocco one, I'm not that fussed with. I mean, Mike's been there a million times before. I've had friends that have gone there and said it's not the safest of places anymore. Marrakesh, for example, they hassle you extremely. It just sort of puts me off a bit.
Yeah, I mean, bearing in mind, it's been like about 20 to 25 years when I used to go to Morocco, but I knew a family in Morocco and I used to go there all the time. Absolutely love the culture, love the people. They looked after me, and I just had the most amazing 3 years, and I've got a lot of fondness for Morocco. But everywhere I went, I had Moroccans with me, and they sheltered me from all the sort of tourist traps, really. So I had a lovely experience, but I say to people, beware if you are going. But I think they're going to I've got the places there somewhere. I'll try and have a look while you're moving on.
Okay. Right then. Mandy, has anyone ever upgraded cabin on the ship? Tried to do it via Marella, but the price doubles when the agent tries to book it. We were told. This is a naughty thing. So I can remember being on the ship the first time. I think it was on Discovery 2, and I remember they were moving a couple from our floor to a suite, and it was because the room didn't fit their needs, and they kicked up a stink and they were moved. I've heard you can ask as soon as you get on board, you can go and ask at reception for any upgrades if there's any available, because once you're on and the ship sailed, they can't really sell them. So they do tend to give them out. There might be a little bit of a charge, I'm not sure, but that's your best bet. But I have seen people kick off about their rooms sometimes and get upgraded.
I think you've just got to go and be a bit cheeky and say, you offering, have you got any rooms? Are you offering an upgrade? And if there's a price, it's a case of whether you're willing to pay it. But if you've got a problem with the room and there are other rooms available, they will move you.
I like MSC's way of bidding. So like MSC, if anyone knows, you can bid for a room. So first of all, P&O, you can put your name down to go on to like a ballot to get an upgrade to a suite, which we didn't choose to do because we thought it could put us in one of those conservative suites on the promenade deck.
P&O, you've got to offer an amount, and it was a lot more.
No, I don't think you had to. I think you could just tick a box. I think on P&O it was just tick a box. Okay. And if you remember, we were concerned because even though we were a balcony, we were concerned that we would get it and we'd be put in one of those conservatory balconies that was literally on the promenade deck, and I didn't want it, so we didn't tick the box.
Okay.
But on MSC, you can bid. You can pop in a bid, can't
you?
Yeah,
the MSC, I would have put a bid in because I had the email come. I was solo traveling and I was staying in an inside room, and this email come offering me the chance to upgrade, and it gave you the minimum price, and then as you went up in price, it told you the likelihood that you would be successful. And if I'd have gone for it, I could have put £160. I think 150 was the minimum, but £160, it was telling me I would have had a good chance. And I thought by the time I brought the drinks, the Wi-Fi, that would be £100. So I'd only be paying £60 for an upgrade. Problem was, when I came to do it, it wanted two because I was a solo traveller. So I would have had to have paid £320. So I didn't do it in the end.
So basically, man, it's a shame that Marella don't do anything like that.
If the two of us had have gone, then it would have been worth us going for the yacht club. I mean, it's a massive difference. The quality you get in the yacht club on MSC. I think Marella, it's always worth asking the question, particularly as you get nearer the cruise. Give them a ring, go into the store and just say, look, are there any upgrades going? And it's worth asking the question.
We always believe in a little bit of a flirt with your agent as well. But the problem is, I think they can't do anything really to the ship sort of sail. And they know what rooms they got.
Well, all you can do is ask the question. And we did, didn't we? When we went on Explorer, we asked the question, but they were asking too much still to upgrade, that it wasn't worth our while.
Yeah.
Folks, don't forget to hit the like button.
You've done really one. You've done one since I last said
it. Get that like button pressed. It helps us out a great deal.
Dimitri is in the room. Hi guys, watching you from Rock in Cornwall today.
Nice.
We're talking about Cornwall at the moment, aren't we?
Yeah, we'll talk about Cornwall in a bit at the end. Anyway, I'll let you know our future plans.
Stephen Brown, Diana Ross, yes. That's basically in answer to the question. There's no problem with this when we ask a question. It's like
I know we're a bit behind.
Mills Travels in the room. Good evening, guys. Hello,
you
Mills. How are you? I hope that
evening
our video quality is okay, guys, because there's a little bit flickery here, so I hope it's coming through okay on your end. Jacqueline McGibbsey. Good evening, guys. Hello, Jacqueline. How are you? Billy Blackcock has put, hope Diana Ross does better with cruise ships than she did at the Open of the World Cup. Yeah, she needs to stop singing.
I think it's just a name thing, though. I don't think she even does anything.
Well,
I think they just find somebody.
They should find Dame Shirley Bassey because she can still belt it out.
Oh, Shirley would be a great godmother, wouldn't she? Oh, yeah.
Mary, we've got 8 weeks to go. Getting twitchy. Too long to wait.
8 weeks. Where are you off to? I've forgotten, Mandy.
You're not going together, are you? So Mary's going in 8 weeks as well.
No, she's going in 4
Oh,
weeks.
she's going in 4 weeks.
Yeah.
I do apologise. You're obviously not going together then. Alan Waitley.
Hey,
Okay, hello, you
hi,
gorgeous
Alan.
boys. Hello, Alan. Looking to book Caribbean next year. 14-night cruise. As cruise stays, bit of a faff. Right. I really want to do a cruise and stay.
See, Dave loves the land holidays, whereas I love cruises. So I would happily do a cruise for 2 weeks. But I think it's a good.
I like a cruise.
It's a good
I just
compromise.
like to rest. Like for me, going on. I'm not sure if anyone else is like this. Going on holiday is tiring.
But why can't you rest on a cruise? Go to the spa. Go to like the retreat on P&O was fabulous.
If anybody saw the video that I put out, the in a nutshell tour of P&O, that had to get up at 4:30 in the morning to go and film because it's rammed on board. It's not relaxing on a cruise ship, Michael, because I've got to constantly film everything.
But I think moving forward, we need to do more as we go, and and do it when it's busy.
Poor Adam. Look, he started domestic.
People can see it's when it's busy. Then.
No, to be fair, I like cruises, but I also like my land-based, and I think a cruise and stay for me would be perfect. But it doesn't need to be a 7-7.
But would you do the cruise first or the stay first?
I'd probably do the cruise first, and then I'd relax.
I wouldn't want to get off the ship. I could do 2 weeks and then pick you up on the way back.
Works for me. It works for me. Well,
Yeah,
I'm absolutely loving it for you. I can't wait for you to go on that, and I love to hear what it's all about as well. Keith Lester, question, just come off Discovery 2 and thinking of a Caribbean cruise. Any tips? Well, it's funny you should say that because Discovery 2 was our first Caribbean cruise that we did with Marella. But
the cruise we did, they don't do anymore.
No, and
which
it's
is such a shame. It
they
was
keep stopping these
amazing.
good itineraries.
Yeah.
It's terrible. The best tips I can give you for doing a Caribbean cruise is just understand, for wherever you're flying into, understand the immigration. The immigration is the hardest bit. Everything else is a doddle. Absolutely easy to get on with, but I know there's been massive issues at the moment there with is it the Jamaica immigration?
No, it was Barbados because they were talking. I think there was a lot of confusion at one point about whether you had to do it these days or not, and I don't know what the resolution of that was, whether it is now the case. Somebody out there, I'm sure, can answer us. Do you still have to do the immigration form for Barbados, or have they?
See, I'm sure we were told last time it was a no.
We were told they were doing away with it. Yeah. We had to do it when we went. I mean, the Caribbean is just a lovely place to cruise because it's very calm waters. You get so many different stops. I mean, the one we did with Marella, you had 12 stops in 14 days. That's a lot of islands that you're going to see, and so. I just think the Caribbean is perfect.
But I even loved it with the boys when we went the second time because if you remember, we had a day. Where were we? And we went to that beach with the horses. What port was that?
Barbados.
Was it Barbados?
Yeah, it was.
We didn't have anything planned at all, and we just walked to the beach, and it was an absolutely stunning day. And another day just like that was on Discovery 2. The first time we went to 7 Mile Beach in
Virgin Islands.
The Virgin Islands, and it was nothing planned. We just walked to the beach, and we had probably one of the most memorable days we've ever had.
Yeah, sometimes. I mean, we're not ones for doing a lot of trips, are we? We just like to walk off the boat and see where it takes us and where we go. And Virgin Islands was one of those, wasn't it?
Stunning.
Sorry, Cayman Islands.
Cayman Islands.
Cayman Islands. Forget.
Because I won $100 in a supermarket there.
We won.
I won.
We
went in to buy a drink because we were boiling hot, and it was like we just needed a bottle. And we went to the till. They scanned my items. The bloody siren started going off, and I won $100 to go spend in store. My money.
Well, I spent it.
Right, Dimitri. Oh yes, and congratulations on 9,000.
Yes! Oh, let's do it. Do it. Show it.
Yay! Forgot about that, Dimitri. Well done.
It's amazing because every 1,000 for us is like a big landmark, and it's like massive. 10K is the ultimate, and I can't. That 10K is going to be so big for us. We're having a full-on party, hats and everything when we get 10K. So if you know anybody that's on YouTube, tell them to subscribe so we can race to that 10,000. But 9,000 is amazing.
It is amazing. And we've got you to thank for that, guys. So thank you so much. Well done, Dimitri. We forgot about that as well.
Yeah, we did. So thanks for reminding us.
Alan, only problem is that wanted to go on Voyager, but looks like Caribbean next year is Explorer and Discovery 2, and I've been on both.
Oh, that's
a
our
shame
problem.
We do that. Yeah,
that was our problem because we were looking initially for October to go somewhere, and both the ships that we would have gone on the itinerary were ships that we've been on. But it's such a shame because we would say, everybody, get on Voyager, get on Voyager. Voyager is amazing. But yeah, if you've sort of done those itineraries then, or done those ships before, it's not quite the same, is it, as a new ship?
No, but we did love Discovery too.
Oh, and I love Discovery too. And I'd sail on Voyager again because...
Well, I would, purely for the kitchens, because Voyager has free ice cream in the ice cream parlour. Don't get that on any other ships. Chris is away in Ollie Denny's. Hi, boys, watching from Ollie Denny's.
Oh, wow.
But the Wi-Fi is poo, so we'll watch it in full when we get home. Well, Chris, just for you, marhaba, nasasan.
We used to love Turkey.
Just shake it out of
Just so why Turkey is so special for us. When I first met Dave in 2004, we met in April, and in June it was his birthday, and I took him to Turkey because I love Turkey. And we went to Hisaranu, which is near Olu Deniz, where Chris and Sarah are, and Fethiye we love. And you fell in love with it as well.
It wasn't as developed as it was then. It was a very peaceful, quiet, like Hisaranu Strip was very small. Olu Deniz was very quiet. And it's grown a lot in those years. But I've enjoyed watching it grow and becoming popular. But I'll always have a piece of my heart.
I don't know what it is, Dave, with Turkey. But whenever we've been to Turkey, no country I've ever been to has the sky been as blue and a beautiful blue colour as it is in Turkey. We love the music. Sezen Aksu, if you haven't heard of her, go and look. Sezen Aksu, the Galumse album. First playing when I first went to Turkey, and I've loved it ever since, and so does Dave. The food, lavash bread. Oh, bread and stew in Turkey. Güveç. Oh, we just love it. And people, and the Turkish people, they've just got a similar sense of humour to British people, and they're just so much fun.
Attractive.
So much fun. So yeah, enjoy the rest of the time in Turkey. We got to get back there sometime because it's been about 8 years. We used to go every year, but we haven't been for about 8 years now.
Sad. Mary, we had an irritating noise on our first night. We phoned reception and they sent someone up to check it out. This was all fixed the next day and they gave us £75 on board spends. Can't fault.
Wow.
Who was that noise?
Was that Marella?
Yeah, she was a Marella.
And I got a turty toilet and I got nothing.
A turty toilet?
A turty toilet.
What's a turty toilet?
It's the same as a dirty toilet. If you haven't seen my MSc Part 1, it was shocking, the state of my toilet.
Mary, if you haven't seen it, go and watch it.
Mary's seen it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, MSc's not for Mary. No.
Customer service. I'd love to know what the noise was, though, Mary. I'd be very intrigued to know what the noise was. Right. Cruising with the Whites. Yes, you're right, Dave. When we went to Hayes Travel, when we booked our P&O, the woman told us we could get upgraded. She just ticked a box.
Oh,
I remember it on the actual forms. You just tick a box, and if there is an upgrade available...
So presumably you're in a draw, like a raffle draw or something, and they'll just pick somebody out and move you to... But we decided not to because we got a good cabin, we got a balcony where we wanted to be, and we thought, what if we get given another one, but in a not so good a place like...
Well, it was those conservatory... They're called conservatory balcony cabins. They basically got a bedroom, like a little conservatory, and then a balcony. The problem is you are slap bang on the promenade deck. So you're sat there and people are literally walking right past you. It's so intrusive. Yeah. I don't even know who planned that on P&O, but they are horrific. I think Ben and David did a review when that ship first went live of that room, and they were mortified.
Literally, you could lean on your balcony and the person there can stand having a chat with you the other side as they're walking by. You know, it's really weird.
And with me constantly walking around with my wanger out, you know, because I come out of the shower and I'm just like to the wardrobe. You can't do that. There's no privacy there whatsoever because everyone is looking directly in. It's horrific. And
there'd be no peace because you just get screaming. Everybody walking by seeing you in that state all the time.
Rude. Okay, Mandy, P&O has the upgrade, but you have to bid.
Oh, see, I thought
they also offer an optional upgrade on booking where you tick the box. We're bidding on P&O Iona at the moment.
Right.
At the moment. Have you had a couple of wines, Mandy? At the moment.
Dave, me. We see who the wine
Yeah,
drinker
well, I'm going to
is.
get the bottle out and finish it off in a minute. Right. Yeah, so basically what Andy's saying is you can bid.
So I
to
think they're
upgrade,
looking
but
for
you'll tick the
people
box.
that are paying the money first to upgrade, and then if there's any left, you probably those that have ticked the box.
Yeah. Walter has put both on P&O. You could opt for an upgrade at time of booking, and that's at their discretion, or you can place bids for room. Bids for upgrades to go selected before saver. Yeah, so that's quite good though, really. They got the options.
It gives you a chance, doesn't it?
Because if you're happy with your room, anything else is a bonus.
Yeah.
You know.
I mean, I think the same for like the yacht club on MSC. You know, it's worth, if you know you want to go in the yacht club, then I think it's worth waiting for the bid process and then putting the top bid on, and you're still probably going to be paying a lot less.
I need the bottle because I'm always out.
No, you don't.
Right. Okay. So we have got Donna.
Hey,
hi, sorry I'm late.
Donna's going to have some love. There you go, Donna.
Okay. Mary put quality is great. Thank you, Mary.
Oh, that's good to know again, because all the problems we had with, you know, since we've had this sort of wired, it's a lot better.
Just so you all know, the brand that we drink is this. Absolutely love it.
The band that you drink.
Squealing Pig. The band that I drink. I think Mike's had enough. Squealing Pig. It's a Marlborough Sauvignon. It's stunning. Right. Okay.
Right, where are we?
So Daniel Tucker. I'm going on Marella Discovery in July. We've not done Discovery, Daniel, but it's an adults only. So, but we've just found out that Discovery 2 is also adults only this summer. So that means both Discovery ships are adults only.
I thought Discovery was adults only this summer.
Someone help us out. I was sure. Oh, no.
I think it's Explorer 2 and Discovery.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
I mean, Discovery, we've been on Discovery 2, and
well.
I would imagine that obviously Discovery is very similar. Should we show a few clips of the 5 ships that we're going to look at?
Yes.
And we're going to show you some different, we're going to compare different things. So let's first of all look at these 5 ships. Which one do you prefer?
Wait, is it this one?
Yeah.
Okay. So Discovery 2. This is Iona. That is Mike's MSC Virtuosa.
I couldn't get a good shot. It's so big.
Marella Explorer. I love them. They're so classy looking. And Marella Voyager. Don't you just think they're beautiful?
I do.
Beautiful ships.
I mean, so which one do you prefer, guys? I mean, I think they all look beautiful. It's very hard to see MSC. I will say that I was only out on MSC for 2 days. So everything that we're going to show with MSC, don't judge them too harshly on it, because I was on for such a short time. And also because the way the ships are in Southampton, I couldn't get a good shot of the ship, but you could see the scale of how big it is.
They're too big for me.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
There's something about a Marella ship.
Well, you saw those clips then. I think they look classy. Especially Voyager being like the newest painted. I just think they look so classy.
It doesn't matter how old they are; they've just got a certain
look
charm.
I don't think they look it. You know, we moored next to Silver Seas. Was it the Silver Nova?
The Nova.
The Silver Nova. And don't get me wrong; it's an absolutely impeccable, beautiful ship. It is, but side by side, I think the Marella ships look far more classic in their nature and more, to me, what a cruise ship should look like. Beautiful.
I just think, you know, I mean, Iona is a really impressive looking ship, and I do love the livery as well of P&O, the red, white, and blue. It's so British, and so I do love Iona as to look at, but the size, it's just so big that Marella are just the perfect size. And I just love that dark blue. It just hits you and looks so classic.
It's lovely. It's lovely, guys. So, yeah, let us know in the comments which one you think is the best. They're the 5 that we've currently done, and they're the ones we're looking for.
We did Celebrity, but it was so long ago that...
the Millennium is still in.
Yeah,
still in service.
I don't think it's with Celebrity anymore, though, is it?
It is.
Oh, is it?
It is, yeah. It'll be Marella. Excuse me. It'll be Marella before long. Right, what we got next? Mary, I couldn't see a message, Mandy. Hope you have a great time.
Yes.
we're off to the Med on Discovery 1 to complete the fleet.
Oh,
looking forward to my badge. Hope you've got it ready, guys.
We need to get a badge.
We do.
I haven't done it yet, but yeah, I think we need to do some badges.
The Mida Bingo.
So for all those that have completed, and it's going to be easier if you do it before 2030, because then you're going to have 2 more to get the badge. But if you do all 5, then we're going to have to look at getting a badge, aren't we? So Mandy, watch this space. I will look for a badge, and that will be for people that have completed the Marella set.
And we can't even wear them because we
got 2 more to do. We'll do it.
Madness. Daniel Tucker, it's my first cruise. Oh, well, Daniel, I hope you have a fantastic time. And I hope you get the bug like we did, because let's be mindful, Mida Travel wouldn't even exist if we didn't love our first ever cruise with Marella, which was Discovery 2. And because of that birthed basically.
That's what sort of spurred us to do it, wasn't it? Because we love that cruise so much. We had so much holiday footage. We'd always done home videos of our travels, but we'd never thought to do them on YouTube. And that was the drive to do it, because we thought, wow, we've done so much. We want to share this. And
it's difficult to see, because our home videos that we used to do were very cinematic. And if you look at our first early videos, our videos were quite cinematic. And we've learned now, especially with Mike's current MSC video that he put out there, that I think people like the diary approach, like that. Like they're with you.
I think when I went on MSC, I sort of said in part 1 that I want people to come along with me and experience it as I experience it. And that video has done really well, the part 1. And then I've looked at part 2, how I'm going to do part 2. And for some stupid reason, I messed things up big time. So part 2 is going to take quite a lot of work to try and get out, because I had 2 new cameras, and the DJI Osmo worked really well on that first video. And the second video, because I thought we were going to do it like I've always done it, like go and do shots and do a ship tour, I decided I'd go and try the other camera. And I think I hadn't got the settings right, and the quality is really poor. And a lot of them I've turned it flipped. I didn't turn it so, but for some reason a lot of them come out portrait. So basically, I've got a whole day just wasted filming.
So from the HR of Mida Travel, he's on a disability.
But the good news is I took the Osmo out for White Night, so at least I'm going to have a bit of footage for White Night. And I'll see what I can rescue out the rest.
Fingers crossed. Felipe.
Bonjour.
Bonjour, les amis. In 89 days, I am sailing on Voyager. I can't wait. Voyage. It's going to be stunning. You're going to love it. I'm so jealous. Again.
We said, because we would quite happily go on Voyager again.
And Discovery 2.
Oh, any of the Marella ships we'd go on. Well. But Voyager was
special.
But so was Discovery 2. And when you see some of the clips in a minute, we'll go through some of the comparison clips. Discovery 2 amazes me just how good parts of it are.
Do you know what? I can't wait for this next one. Stuart, you've just opened my eyes and I'm loving life. Dame Shirley was godmother of P&O Adonia.
Oh,
I take it that ship no longer exists. But wow, I was never a massive fan of Dame Shirley Bassey. Oh. My mum got me into Dame Shirley Bassey with her last ever album that she released. Now, I've always thought she's, being Welsh.
Was it the performance of my life?
It was.
She had a couple of new songs on there,
It was that one.
Yeah.
So my mum got me into that album. And then seeing Mary Mack and seeing her sing that song, I'm like, chill. Do you know what I mean? Because when you're from Cardiff, it does you nutting that everyone's like Tom Jones, Shirley Bassey. That's all you ever hear. So to us, it's just Shirley Bassey from down Splot. I love
Shirley.
But now I see how amazing she is. And how has she never done, or has she ever done, Glastonbury Legends?
She probably has done it. If she has,
wow,
they need her.
She can still sing now.
Dame Shirley Bassey, absolutely amazing. I'd love to see her live.
I would as well.
But what she did... There was a show BBC where she did Shirley Bassey at the BBC, and I think it's on YouTube. Fabulous. Shall we, talking of shows, shall we have a look at the 5 ships, their theatres and their shows? So they're numbered ship 1, ship 2, ship 3. Which theatre do you prefer? Not too worried about the shows, but have a look what you think about the theatres. Can you find it?
No.
It should be their theatres. There at the bottom. Right, ready? Hey, so what do you think? I'll tell you which one I think was the best theatre. I think all three. Anybody put the numbers down in the side?
We had a, first of all, before we start, we had a bit of a nightmare, didn't we? On P&O. So we went with the boys. Now the boys have come on 3 cruises with us now. The Voyager being the first, the Explorer being the second, and Iona being the third. And they were really disappointed. They have become so infatuated and in love with Marella like we did, because the theatres on Marella, if you notice, are very spacey. You have a table for your drinks. Now, if you noticed, one of those theatres in there, the red one, P&O Iona, had no tables, no area for your drink, and you were like in a cinema seat like this. It was horrific. It wasn't nice at all.
And yet, I'll say, if you've got a number in your mind and you want to know what order they were in, so the first was Virtuosa, the second was Explorer, Marella Explorer, the third was Marella Discovery 2, fourth was Iona, and number 5 was Voyager. And my favourite, do you know why out of all of them? Discovery 2. And the reason is their seats so much wider, and they've got the arm rests in between the seats, whereas as much as I love Voyager and Explorer, they haven't got those arm rests, but they're still really good size seats.
But it's fascinating to see, if you look at those clips again, if you watch this back at all, you'll see the sheer size of the theatres on Marella ships, to how small they are on the super ships, because they don't make the theatre their headlining act. It's just a bit thing, like just go along if you want to, and you got to book a seat. Whereas on Marella, they have 2 shows, and I think that can virtually accommodate everyone, can't it?
Yes, and I mean on MSC they did 3 shows a night. I'm not sure whether they did 3 on Iona, but because of the size of the ships, they have to do 3 shows where Marella only need to do the 2 shows. And every time we have been in a Marella theatre, there is no problem getting a seat. It's never full. You don't have to book. And that's the other thing that we found very different. On MSC, you have to book the theatre. And again, with P&O, we had to book the theatre each day on the ship for that night, which you don't do that on Marella. So everything is so much easier with Marella.
Definitely.
But definitely theatres. And also the nice thing with the Marella theatres is you've got drinks as you go into the theatre. So they have a table and a limited choice, but you've got wines, you've got cocktail, you've got beers. And so as you walk into the theatre, you just get yourself a drink. And then, of course, you've got the tables. And on Discovery, you've got the drink holders at the side.
Much prefer it. Patsy, we're looking to book another Caribbean cruise. Oh, do you know what? I'll come with you, Pats, because I literally miss it. I really miss it. I love the Caribbean, and we've done 4 there now.
Well, they do the Dominican Republic now, and we haven't done that one before, have we? So maybe we'll look at that one sometime, unless they bring the Asia back very quickly.
Look, Lisa Perkins, love to cruise stay. You decruise and relax at hotel after, but we're doing 40-night cruise this year. That sounds like my heaven. A cruise for a week, or even 10 nights. I'd even have 4 nights in a hotel, somewhere to just chill.
Yeah, how are you going to get off after 4 nights? You're going to be in a different island.
No, I'm on about the cruise for 10 nights. I know they don't do it, but
Oh,
That'd be
right.
nice for
Okay.
me.
If you
Cruise
got-
for 10, 4 nights in a hotel.
Okay. Might be hard to find.
Oh, yeah, they wouldn't do that. Patsy, only need immigration form for cruise stay. We didn't do it for the cruise only. Oh, that's good to know then.
There you go. Then we'll cruise for 2 weeks.
Oh, the queen of my life is in. Eileen Venus.
Oh, Eileen's
Hi,
gonna have
boys.
some
I'm
art.
so late.
My lovely mother-in-law. How you
We love you,
doing?
We love you, Mum. Dan, good evening, guys. Hope you're both well. Does it take long to get your bearings on the ship? I'll be on Discovery 2. Not for me, because I have an inbuilt sort of satellite navigational system, but for Michael, he can get lost literally in our own house.
Now you say this, Dave, you'd have been proud of me on MSC. Biggest ship any of us have ever been on. MSC, I did remarkably well. I got lost a couple of times, but that was the first night. I went to try and find, they've got 2 theatres. They've got the main theatre and they've got the carousel theatre. And they're opposite sides of the ship. And I went the wrong end of the ship and ended up at the main theatre instead of at the carousel. But apart from that, I did really well on such a big ship of finding my way around.
I was worried. Okay, so
I'm a big boy now.
Patsy, we're looking to book another Caribbean cruise as we enjoyed our 2-week cruise, February, March 25 on Voyager, but unsure who to book with for February 2026 as Voyager is elsewhere. It's hard because I am Marella through and through. I like smaller ships. I didn't like P&O, if I'm honest. I didn't like MSC because they're too big. It depends what you want, really.
You didn't come on MSC.
I've seen your footage. Put me right off. Patty, it's up to you, but basically, if it were me, I'd be looking. It doesn't really matter what Marella ship you go on, whatever's in the Caribbean.
Yeah, I think there's a number of the Marella ships will be there because they've got quite a few. They've got about 6 itineraries, haven't they? There, so I think there's probably 3 of the Marella will be there.
Try Discovery 2. I think you'll enjoy it.
Yeah,
we did.
Yeah, Discovery. They're all good.
Yeah. Mary, the noise was just a ceiling noise and squeaking loudly. It was
Oh.
Explorer 2. Yes, seeing the MSC loo, disgusting. Yeah, it was absolutely vile. And the one thing I have an issue with is toilets. So that I would have been struck. I'd have jumped off. I would have jumped off.
Yeah.
I'd have been gone.
And me.
Couldn't have coped with
me.
that.
It wasn't good.
No. Stephen Moffat, my fiance and I are going on a honeymoon on Discovery 2 ship. First time on Marella ship. Have you any tips or advice on the ship for memorable experiences? Right, Discovery 2. Let me cast my memory back. So, not for memorable experiences. We can tell you what the ship is like, and you'll love the Atrium. The Atrium has, to me, some of the best. It's at the heart of the ship. You get acoustic sets there, dancing sets there. You get the sail away. No, it's the end of the cruise, and it's moving. They all come down, and that is memorable. All the staff come down the stairs, these sweeping stairs, and they do. What song was it they sang?
Great Showman.
Was it From Now On? No, it wasn't From Now On.
No, it's The Great Showman.
No, I can't remember.
I haven't listened to it.
I
haven't listened to it for such a long time.
It was Les Mis
Great Showman
as well.
Yeah.
They did do a Les Mis number, but that is memorable. So the Atrium bar, we loved it there. There's always something going on there. That's great.
I would say really, certainly, just embrace being on the cruise, embrace the fun element, look at everything that's going on the ship, check your cruise news and make sure that you're not missing anything. Do the great afternoon musical tea if you like afternoon tea, or if you like musicals, that is brilliant on Discovery 2. And the specialty restaurants are nice. If you want a special meal, then certainly look at Corallar or Surf and Turf on Discovery 2. And the shows are really good.
Corallar wasn't great on Discovery 2.
No, but it could have changed by now.
Surf
and Turf was really good on there. But yeah, look at the special meals. But basically, just look at everything that's going on. Embrace the fun. Make sure you don't miss the sail-aways because they are
party.
Oh, they're just great fun. But I'm sure you're going to have a lovely time. And you know, we sort of, like we've said, started with Discovery 2 as well and absolutely fell in love.
Can I just quickly say congratulations, because you say my fiance and I are going on our honeymoon. So that would have meant you would have got married. So congratulations.
Oh,
Stephen.
Congratulations. That'd be brilliant.
Great day.
Oh, and please come back and let us know how you get on, because we're all going to want to know now.
Definitely.
How you get on and what you thought.
Adonis 2275. Going on Voyager on our first ever cruise, but realised that our room is directly below the pool. Not sure how thick the floors are, and are now wondering, should we try and move cabins? Right, we've never stayed among that. The problem you've got with the pool deck is scraping sunbeds, and it's a nightmare. So a lot of people don't like it because you will get early mornings, people setting up the sunbeds and it's screeching. You will get people moving them through the day. So it's almost fine at night time, I'd say, because nothing really much goes on. However, they do have a theatre show and party nights there, so that might also give you a bit of base as well. So I don't know if anyone's in the room, pop in the comments down below whether you've stayed below the pool deck and let us know what the noise is like.
Certainly not something that we would choose. We always try and look for cabins above, cabins below, cabins both sides, and that sort of to us is try and steer away from any of the dining rooms, the discos, the any of the theatres. And stuff
saying that though, Mick, we did when we tried out the interior room on Explorer, I think it was. We were literally above the theatre.
Yeah,
and we didn't really
a great deal of
no. But then saying that, we didn't go to bed till about 11, 12, and it finished. So
I think it was only once we heard a bit of noise when they were rehearsing, and it wasn't a problem, was it? The theatre.
So hopefully, Adonis will have some answers for you in the chat very shortly. Mary, is that Villa Marie? No, it's not. That used to be my favourite. This one is £1.20 cheaper in Asda. It's Squealing Pig.
I thought you were going to say it was £1.20.
No, Squealing Pig. I got it for about £9 a bottle. Something about New Zealand. It's beautiful. It's Marlborough. It's beautiful.
Where'd you get it from?
That one from Asda. You can get it from anywhere, but that one from Asda. It's I like it. I love Villa Maria, but it's the most expensive. That one's lovely as well. Mandy, Chardonnay going down nicely, chaps. Results day tomorrow, so I'm getting it in just in case. Oh, bless you.
Good luck. Good luck.
Here's to you, man.
We'll be thinking of you and let us know how you get on.
Defo.
Big day, so I hope
I can't do it.
Does fingers crossed do anything?
No. Do your heart thing for Mandy.
We'll be thinking of you.
Oh, you can't even do it either, man.
I can. I always do my heart. Oh.
Thinking of you anyway. We love you.
Oh. That's the first time tonight I've not been able to do it.
That's not. How is that heart?
It works usually.
That looks like a pan au chocolat.
It's a fat heart.
It's a what?
I don't know, but why is it not doing it now?
Because it's not a heart. You've got to do more of a point like that.
Why have I been doing it all night?
That's not hard. Anyway,
it's not working.
Mills Travel. Discovery just gone adults only. It was Discovery.
Yeah, I thought it was. You always get it mixed up. Should we show another clip? Let's show the clip of the things that you shouldn't miss.
Come back to you.
We think are worth going to if you're going on any of these ships. So Iona, Virtuosa, Discovery 2, Explorer, and Voyager. Then these are things that you should definitely think about booking. So we've just picked a few things that we...
Oh, he's twisting and everything. Oh, I'm so embarrassed.
I loved it. Anyway, any sail and shine party is brilliant, so don't miss out on the fun of that. I've just got to say, you saw Mary and Mac there. Oh, we just fell in love with Mary and Mac. brilliant, brilliant performer. If you're going on P&O and Mary Mack is on, don't miss it. And the Limelight Club, beautiful meal there, and it was such a good night. 710 Club, if you just like a chilled band who just, it was just such a good night. We went twice to the 710. It was so good. And wasn't the best sound on the afternoon tea one, but we did afternoon tea on
Discovery 2.
Discovery 2,
Well,
which was fabulous. Explorer.
No, it was
we didn't
Voyager.
do Explorer. We did Voyager,
Yeah.
and we were a bit disappointed on Voyager.
It was purely based on the location.
location.
You saw the location in Discovery 2. It's beautiful. They sweep down the stairs. But in Explorer and Voyager, it's basically just in the dining club or the Silver Fork.
And what you do also get, you don't just get the pianist. You also get at some point two or a couple of the singers.
You don't just get the what?
The pianist.
Michael, behave.
Excuse me, it's your wine. You get a couple of singers from the showcast come and they do a couple of numbers from the songs, and the food was really good, and it was just a lovely space on Discovery 2. So definitely on Discovery 2, we'd recommend that afternoon tea.
Definitely. Where are we?
And if anybody else has got anything else on those ships, Silent Disco, we should mention.
Well, we only did that on Voyager. We loved it.
Yeah, it was
didn't
great
do it
on
Explorer
Voyager
because there was too many kids.
Yeah, the kids can go from 11:30 till 12, and we just felt that wasn't really.
There was no headphones
of
left.
letting
It was
them
just
go
full of
for
kids.
half hour.
Yeah.
But Voyager was a fabulous. So in the Indigo Club. So if you're on Voyager, don't miss the Silent Disco. It was so much fun.
Hi, nearly missed you. Senior moment, Ian.
Hey,
don't you worry
Ian.
about it. You're here now.
Hey.
Don't you worry at all. Mandy Benton, we're on Discovery in July, but not aware it's adults only.
Oh,
well,
there you
bonus
go.
for
You know now.
Bonus, Mandy.
Unless, July. Yeah, no, it should still be. I think it was for the summer. I don't think it's permanently adults only, but it will be interesting when their two new ships come into service, whether they do another one permanent.
Well, I'm
adults
dreading
only.
it. I'm dreading it. I wish they'd have bought some older ships, but hey ho.
Well, I can't wait to hear. I just so hope that they're not bigger than 4,000.
They will.
And I'll be really disappointed.
Well, I'm loving the next comment because this goes to show that everyone has their own favourites.
Right.
And that's Mary. She's put Explorer as my favourite. And I love that.
There you go.
Because originally Discovery was mine, then it was Voyager. And I love the fact that you love Explorer. Because I think, Mary, you've done almost the full house, haven't you?
I think Mary's done about 20 odd cruises with Marella. So I think she's got the badge.
Let us know, Mary, if you've got the full house. I'd love to know. Claire Hughes, I'm going on my first cruise next month, P&O Iona Fjords, and I've booked another for next year, Voyager Adriatic Explorer.
Oh,
right.
Fabulous.
First things first, Claire, right? P&O Iona gets really, really busy because the fjords tend to be hit and miss with the weather. So look at our video. No, look at our last live about the retreat. Look at it. It's a good option, and we loved it. It saved us, didn't it? It helped us escape the crowds.
First day we were on, we were having a look around the ship, and we came to the retreat, which is off the Beachcomber bar, and the Beachcomber, which is adults only. But there was somebody from the spa team who was stood at this gate, which is a locked gate. And she said, would you like to come and see the retreat? And she took us and showed us around the retreat. It's adults only, it's extra pay. But we had £200 room credit. And it was £49 for one day. I think it was £69 for 2 days. And it was £89 if you wanted 3 days. So we thought, let's do it. Let's do the 3 days. And it was an absolute brilliant godsend because it was quiet. You've got service in there. They'll go to the bar for you. They'll bring you coffees, fruit juice.
Butler service, tea, coffees,
there's food in there.
Food, orange juice, breakfast if you
You've
want
got blankets, which is great for the fjords. We could stay on the sunbeds because we were quite lucky with the weather, weren't we?
Hot tubs.
Hot tubs, which we spent a lot of time
dressing
in.
gowns.
And there was hardly anybody
Beautiful.
in there. So it was like, it was just perfect. So definitely worth saving up and thinking about the retreat.
And another one for you, P&O Iona, get yourself to the beach house.
Yeah, the beach house.
Beach house restaurant, stunning. Beautiful.
I have got that there, but I think we're going to run out of time again to show all the clips.
Oh, it's fine.
I've got a food.
We got another half hour. We went to
I've got
an hour and a half
clip.
last time.
So if you want to show the food,
Let's have a quick look.
Oh, charge Apple Watch.
I'll let this thing before we play it. Where's the food?
Food is, that's it. So
right. So Claire, Just one more thing as well. Voyager, Adriatic. Loved Adriatic. It was such a good itinerary. You're going to love that. Montenegro, stunning. Couture.
We did it on Explorer, didn't we? So it's fabulous that the Voyager's doing that cruise this time round, because you got the best of both worlds. It's a brilliant, brilliant cruise, and the Voyager is a brilliant ship. But anyway, have a look at the food. Again, it's in ship order. We'll tell you if there's something that you've got in mind. Take a note of the number, and we'll tell you what order they're in at the end.
Oh, so they can still hear us. You can talk about it.
Oh, can they?
Yeah. So this is Voyager.
This is.
It was Voyager.
Voyager, yeah. Oh,
and the food there was absolutely.
That was Silver Fork.
Stunning. Ship 2. Oh, this was
Explorer Dining Club.
Loved it in here.
That pudding was
umi sushi.
Amazing.
That was. And this is the beach house on Iona, and I paid a £5 surcharge for this.
That was just Dave's meal.
It was stunning.
It was a bit quick, that clip.
It was, but it was beautiful.
Oh, and this was MSC. Now, bearing in mind, I didn't have many meals.
Looks gross. Looks gross. Get it off.
Well, a lot of people moan about the food on Virtuosa, and this is Discovery 2. But that doesn't look very good, but it was nice.
It doesn't, but it was lovely.
Oh, but remember the lamb?
Yeah, that was beef, babe. That's a beef dinner.
Oh, I thought that was the lamb.
No, that's a beef dinner.
Because the lamb was so good. We had it twice.
But as you can see, the food on these ships is stunning.
I will just say, in defense of MSC, I was only on there 2 days, and I only had the option. I didn't try any of the specialty restaurants. So I only got to try Minuetto, the main dining room, and also the buffet. And I'd heard a lot about the food not being very good on there. And I have to say that the food wasn't brilliant.
And he calls himself a vlogger.
But when we go on the MSC again, probably not Virtuosa, but if we do go on MSC, and I do want to try a longer cruise, I will say quickly, for those that have seen part 1 of my MSC, I had an awful first 5-6 hours on board, but things do get a lot better. And I actually started to see a lot of positive things about MSC, and the ship again was really impressive, and I loved the entertainment on MSC. So the next video on MSC will be a lot more positive, and I'm glad to say that, really. And I would like to take him on one of these big ships.
Well, I'm actually all for now, because food is my passion, as you can tell by my chest and my stomach. Virgin. I'm really intrigued by Virgin Cruises because their ships aren't huge. They're just a little bit bigger than Marella. Probably about a bit bigger than Marella, but they're not massive. They're not super ships. No. They're adults only, and by all accounts, their food is second to none.
I think the thing is, if I'm right with Virgin as well, they seem expensive, but I think you can go to any restaurant. I don't think there's any such thing as specialty restaurants. You pay, and I think you can go to any of the dining.
You get Wi-Fi on there.
I'm not sure whether that's included as part of the price. I've only heard. I mean, obviously, I've not really looked into Virgin.
But it's coming, folks. Mida, Virgin. We're on it. We are on it. Right. Ian Hunt, Voyager.
Love Voyager.
Love it. Mary, don't forget the thumbs up, guys. Yes, Mary, thank you. Mwah.
Yes.
We need some likes, 6. Guys.
We need
Come
more.
On.
Give us a thumbs up.
We have got Billy. Love both Discovery Atriums. Yeah. I mean, I think they're all Royal Caribbean. Are they Royal Caribbean ships?
Yeah.
Sure they are.
But they are the best Atriums.
Stunning. Floor to ceiling. Beautiful. Lovely glass lift. Sweeping staircases.
Dave, let's do I had to put these together really quick today, and I haven't got the best footage. But let's have a quick look. I don't think they show some of these off to the best, but have a look at the Atriums. Can we? Yeah, we can still talk. So this is Discovery 2. Now, unfortunately, it would have been better the other way, where you could see the lifts, but it's very high, isn't it?
Yeah, and there's also something going on, and the bar below is stunning.
This is
Explorer. No, this is Voyager.
This is
Explorer.
Oh, it is Explorer. Yeah. This is Iona.
Iona was too busy. Like it's the.
It was always this busy, wasn't it? And a lot of restaurants.
There's a lot of things in the atrium there. This is
Explorer.
Yeah.
No.
Or is it Voyager?
It's Voyager. Yeah, this is Voyager, and this one's MSC.
Now, MSC is pretty. It's pretty, but it just looks a little bit too shiny.
It's the
too much stuff going on.
I've got to be able to say it again. It's the Swarovski. Am I saying that right?
Swarovski.
I said it better than you. It just glitters everywhere. I wanted to sort of drape myself like a film star all over the stairs, but it was always too busy. And I thought, I'm going to look a bit stupid, but it's a definite photo opportunity, those steps. And of course, the glass everywhere. It is impressive.
It is.
But I still love the charm of Discovery
2. Atriums all the way.
Discovery 2, that first time. I'll tell a little story. When we were on the changeover after our first week's cruise, we sat in the atrium as new people were coming on for the cruise the following week. And I just loved watching people's faces when they walked into that atrium, because they were like, open mouth. Because
you embark into that area, which was odd. Because I remember coming into that atrium area from the side.
Not as odd as MSC. MSC, you come through the security, and then you're literally through the door and you're in that atrium. There's 2 entrances. The one comes out in the atrium and the other one comes out in that Galleria Virtuosa with the big LED screen. So those are the 2 entrances as you get on the ship on there. But yes, so that to me, you always get people sort of coming in looking open mouth, because it does take your breath away, I think, on Discovery 2. Even though it's that old.
Can we have a Yachida for my mum?
Yachida, Eileen.
Yachida, mum. Yachida.
And everyone else. Good health.
Right. Stuart McCulloch. We're on Discovery in October. Didn't realise it's adults only.
Oh.
There we go, Stu. Bonus.
Unless you like kids around.
I say, for anybody that's got kids, we're not anti-kids by any means. But if you go on a cruise where it's adults only, you know that party is going to be to a whole new level. Because it means that people aren't going to be in their rooms early, putting the kids to bed. Everyone's going to be out getting drunk. And not that we like to get drunk, but I don't get drunk at all. No, I don't. I don't get drunk at all, usually when I'm not on holiday. I have a glass of wine now and then, but that's it. But on holiday, I do like to have a drink. Okay, I do. Moving on. I'm lying for my mum.
No one's buying this. Holier than thou.
It's my birthday coming up now, and I'm probably going to get drunk on that one as well. Gilton. I hope I'm saying that right. Hi, guys. First cruise on Explorer 2 in November for my 40th. Happy birthday. Your vids have helped me so much with the planning. Do you know what? It's so nice that our videos are still valid on Marella, because
I know.
They're old now.
I know. And I said to you, didn't I? It doesn't matter if we do another Marella. It doesn't matter if we do another Voyager, because I commented on something the other day and somebody asked me about Discovery 2. And then I realized it's 3 years since we were on Discovery 2 and things change. So, we love Marella. So I don't mind us, I want us to be the knowledge of Marella that, we can give that information. And if we don't do Marella again, we're just our information is going to become irrelevant. So definitely we're not finished with Marella by any means.
We're lucky though, because we've got subscribers such as Stuart, Kerry, Mandy, Mary, John. There's probably loads more. I'm sorry if I haven't said I'm trying to get through them quickly. Yeah. That are fonts of knowledge on these cruises. They've done so many. Mary, I think Mary's done every itinerary under the sun. So they know.
Mary's away more than she's at home.
Mary could be might have travelled on her own, to be fair. So could Mandy.
I'll just pay Mary to get our footage for us.
Mandy, Explorer was our first cruise in July 2023, and we love her. But Discovery 2 stole our hearts in April this year. We love P&O Aurora 2.
Yeah.
Do you know what? It's so nice to hear that someone loves Discovery 2 like we did, because we fell in love with Marella because of Discovery 2. Yeah,
that was sort of our introduction to Marella, and it was such a big impact.
Perfect ship to introduce yourself.
It might, Voyager might just be a little bit above. But that was, I think, because the fun we had on Voyager.
But we were aware when we were on Discovery, we did a great itinerary. We were in Cartagena, in Colombia, and
Costa Rica.
No, but in Cartagena, we met a couple that said, "We love Discovery 2. We've just come off Explorer." And he said, we found it really hard to navigate because the ship isn't fluid through the decks, whereas on Discovery 2 it is. So of course we've done Voyager now and Explorer, and he's right. It's very hard to navigate because you have to go up in certain areas to get through.
Yeah, flutes causes a problem on Voyager, doesn't it?
Because no, it's not flutes. it's Corala and the restaurants that close off those walkways.
Yeah, but it's
you've got to
from
go up.
flutes that you have
Yeah.
to go up the stairs or up the lift.
So it's confusing.
So, yeah,
So
whereas Discovery
is
2, it
fluid,
was just like
all the way
brilliant.
through.
You could
Yeah.
up and down every deck, and
Easy.
it was nice.
It's an easy shit.
So, yeah.
Right, Ian Hunt, seriously thinking about going for some winter sun in January with Marella. Any advice? First things first, Ian, can I come?
Well, you've got two options, haven't you, really? Caribbean or Canaries.
You've also got Asia.
Yeah, but Marella don't go there, so it depends.
Doesn't have to be Marella.
Oh,
He's not said.
No, he says with Marella. He does. So really, you're looking at well, again, Mary did Canaries in January she did New Year, and I think it looks really good. Although I think Cruising with the Whites also did Canaries and didn't have very good weather.
It's hit and miss, though, isn't it? It's quite volatile, the weather.
Oh, Caribbean! If you can afford it, Ian, Caribbean every time. If not, Canaries is a good choice because they were unlucky. I think that they got bad weather. I mean, it is a year-round sun destination, so Canaries would be nice. Madeira is beautiful, but
I would take Mary's advice as well and do New Year's. Try and do it for New Year's because she had that fantastic display. I want to say Madeira, Funchal.
Yeah, it was in Funchal, Madeira.
Yeah. And it was beautiful.
Mary shared a video with us, and I did play it on here, but I don't know where it is. I've got it somewhere.
One day, if I ever get the chance,
I'd love to do.
I'd love to do it with my mum and my brother. And
we've done Christmas away, haven't we? But we've never done New Year away. And
Christmas is a hard one because I think Christmas is a time when it's hard. I feel like Christmas is for families, even though it was fantastic not having to deal with all the washing and cooking and that sort of stuff. I think New Year's would be another level, just party all the time.
Yeah.
Raven Fire Phoenix. I love these names. Definitely prefer the diary approach. It really was like we were there with you.
I know.
And that's where I think we're going to go. My brother rings me and he told me that he preferred that way of sort of doing a vlog because it almost feels like you're there with them.
I think there's no doubt on YouTube it takes time for you to find what works best for you. And we've tried all sorts, and that was because I was on my own. I didn't have to worry about other people being with me to talk, and so I thought that would be the best way. And I'm just really upset with myself that I didn't do it.
I'm upset with
the whole cruise because I do feel that it worked well, and I think moving forward, that's what we will do.
Oh, can you imagine what we'd be like together doing that? We'd be animated as sin.
You'd have to watch your language.
I know.
Yes.
No drinks for me when I'm filming. Yeah. No drinks. Right.
Who remembers that? Timothy?
Well, I certainly don't.
No, you don't. Ronnie Corbett.
I'm only 44.
Ronnie Corbett. Giving me age away.
Valley 54. Love the Discovery ships. They are delightful. They are. We've never been on Discovery. We plan to go on Discovery. We just can never find an itinerary or a time that they say then when we want to go.
It will happen because if we're doing badges for people that get the complete set, we've got to get the complete
we've got to have the set.
Yeah, exactly. So we're going to have to make it happen.
Definitely. Cruising with the Whites, 117 days into our Voyager cruise, and we're off to Benidorm next month for friend's birthday too.
Nice.
Alex or Ryan, where was our invite? Never been to Benny. Well, we went for a day trip to
We had a day trip. We had a day in Benidorm, didn't we?
Mike hated it. I loved it.
Not my cup of tea. Too British. I don't go abroad for Britain.
It's party. That's what you go for.
Yeah. I know. Well, maybe if I went with a group, not just you, I'd have a good time.
Adonia now sails as Azamara Pursuit. Oh, I didn't know Azamara had that ship. Oh, lovely.
Some of these older ships, though, I think they're much more charm than.
I wish Marella had bought some of the older ships that are now, like Celebrity Millennium, for example. That ship was bigger than the Voyager, but it's still small enough to be a nice ship.
That would have fitted really well in with their fleet, I think.
It would have. Lovely. They haven't got any celebrity ships, have they?
No.
Have they?
No. It's Royal Caribbean, isn't it? And there's one other, but I don't think it was Celebrity.
No, I think it's Celebrity.
Oh, maybe.
I'm sure it's Celebrity and Royal Caribbean. Let us know, guys. I'm pretty sure Morella's fleet is Royal Caribbean Celebrity.
I'll check it out for next time.
Mills, Ship 2. So that was on the Atriums. I'm sure it was the Atriums.
So Ship 2 on the Atriums was the Explorer.
Was it the Atriums or was it?
If it was food, it was Explorer again.
It's the only problem with these questions. You shouldn't do them.
No, I should
Because
have.
people have answered
Yeah,
so
I
far
know.
down.
I know. A lesson learned.
Well, Mary loved two
We
as
live
well.
and learn. 2. What was the last one we showed? Was that the last one we showed?
And Thomas Aitken loved 2 for us as well.
Oh, 2 looks good then.
What was 2?
Was 2 the dining club? Explorer, the dining club. That food, gorgeous.
Hopefully he's right. Valley 54, the Discovery seats are
put the
so comfortable.
Next time.
It's a good job the shows are good because after a big meal and a few drinks, you could easily nod off. Well,
yeah.
Story. They're not in the room tonight, our friends. You've probably seen from our videos, Mark and Jack that cruise with us. I remember sitting there the one night, and I always sit like this with my hands behind my back because I like to arch my back, because those bench seats, even though I love those ships, they're not the comfiest of seats because you can't like sit in them. So I tend to do this with my thing to give myself an arch in the back. And I felt something hit my shoulder, and I looked round and he was there, fast asleep, snoring on my shoulder. He was literally fall asleep during the show on my shoulder. It was the cutest thing in the world, but you don't want to be snoring.
Cruising, it makes you tired, doesn't it?
It does. We had a big meal that night and a couple of drinks, so I let him off. And it's tiring when you go out in the port and you're walking around all day. It's tiring.
But you see, I love the shows, so I don't think I'd fall asleep at the shows because I love them.
You're too busy annoying people with your phone, filming stuff. It's naughty.
Yeah, well, it's to share.
It's to bring it to you guys.
I will say though that I do have the screen brightness down and
He does.
And the flashes off, and I hold it here, so I do try and be aware that people are around.
Definitely.
And I always turn behind and say, if this is a problem, just tell me. So,
Mandy, the drinks table in the theatre on Marella is amazing. Yes, because Mandy, you've been on P&O ships and you've been on some current ships. They don't have them anymore. It's like they're getting rid of that luxury of going to the theatre and having a drink. I remember.
I don't think you're supposed to take drinks into P&O or MSC.
You're probably not, but people did.
Yeah, they did, but I don't think you're supposed to because there's no table and there's no drink holder. You have to put them on the floor.
I remember, Mandy, when I was in my young 20s, okay, we went on Celebrity Millennium, and I remember feeling, we went concierge class, we had a balcony concierge class with a butler, and I remember feeling like $1 million when I went into that theatre, and we'd sit there and you'd have a seat with a table. But not only that, they, in those days in Celebrity Millennium, they had an actual butler that came up to you and served you drinks during the show. And I remember drinking Disaronno and Coke. That was my drink at the time. And I had 3 of them in the show. And they come, when you finish, they come and say, another drink.
But you're not a drinker?
No, I'm not.
3?
No.
Just during the show?
Yes. Total. But those days are gone and I miss it. And I love the Marella ships because they still have those tables. You don't have the service anymore, but they still have the tables. So keep the tables, guys.
Yeah.
Dave,
how are we doing? Because we are getting on a bit now.
An hour
and
17.
Please, folks, hit the like button because we haven't done very well for likes today.
We've got 76 in at the moment.
Yeah, no, and only 7 likes.
Shame on you. Yeah, but I don't think people in Facebook can like it.
Oh, can't they?
No, because I think you've got to do it on YouTube.
Can I hate it?
Don't hate it.
Don't hate it.
David Daft Thomas. All right, but we have done 4 P&O cruises. Recently went on Voyager to the Caribbean and Chewy River cruise on the Danube. Next cruise is Explorer 2 in the Adriatic, converting to Marella. You're with us.
Yeah.
So first of all, let's pick this apart because this is quite interesting. They've done 4 P&O cruises, right? And they have been on Voyager and River cruise. And just by those 2, they are converted to Marella. That says a lot.
What I wanted to get in that we haven't got in yet is just the amount of stress that Marella is stress-free. There is no, you know what state I was in on MSC. MSC, I got on the ship. I had to go and book. I booked 2 shows in the carousel and I couldn't just book them online. So I could book the shows that I got them, but you couldn't book what time you went. So that afternoon on the ship, I had to go and sort out times that I could go to those 2 shows. And I got sent to the wrong place, eventually did it. Then I had to go to the main dining room because you're allocated a dining time and you're allocated a specific restaurant. And I found that a little bit frustrating. I had to go and then queue in a very chaotic queue to try and get my dining time changed. Then the spa, even though I'd booked the treatment I wanted before the cruise, I then had to go and find the spa and get the time for the spa. And so everything was a hassle. P&O, what was it like on P&O, having to constantly book things and getting queue? It was stressful.
It was
Marella, apart from booking dining and, you know, specialty dining before you go on the cruise, there's nothing to worry about. You know, your drinks, you've got a package. Yes, you can upgrade, but you've got a basic package, which is totally adequate. You've got sort of the dining. You can turn up whenever you like, whatever time you like. And there's no restriction where, you know, I met a woman with her daughter and she sent me a message actually. So, and I've forgotten your name, but if you're the lady with the daughter that I spoke to on MSC, waiting to change our dining, then a big hello to you. But she'd asked for early dining and she'd been given 9:30 p.m.
That's ridiculous.
With her young daughter. And so she was there trying to get that changed. And all this causes stress that you shouldn't, or I don't need. But these ships are so big that, you know, they allocate you a specific dining and you can put early or late, but you're not going to get a time always that suits you.
Mary, I think Mike is blethering.
I was making a point that Marella is so simple, great for first-time cruisers, because you don't. Yes, you've still got to sort things out, but nothing to the degree that you do on P&O and MSC for our experience.
Right, getting Mike off his soapbox. Mandy said Discovery 2 is so easy to navigate, Dan. It certainly is.
Yeah.
Straightforward. Yeah. Deck every time. Easy. Right, Jess Chide. Hello, Jess. I've never been on the Marella cruise ships. I've just booked one to the Greek islands in October. It's on the Explorer. I'm really looking forward to it. Did you notice many gluten-free options? I think they have to now. We're not gluten-free, even though I probably should be because I do suffer terribly. I don't know. I'm going to say yes.
I'll try and make a note because I will try and post what menus I've got from Explorer. And they're everything on there. Firstly, every restaurant you go to on a cruise ship these days, they'll ask you if you've got any sort of allergies or anything they need to know about. Secondly, everything is marked on the menu, V, GF. And so even in all of the buffets or the kitchens on Voyager, you will have everything named above what it is, and it will have either G, F, V, I can't remember what else, but yes, everything is there and there will be plenty of options.
Yeah, Jess, also as well, we've done a whole section on Explorer. If you want to check those videos out, that might give some good tips as well for Explorer.
If I can, I'll try and post, if I remember, because my memory isn't that good these days. I will try and put the menus I've got on Explorer on, although they are a little bit old now. But if not, go back and look at our Explorer videos. It's the Adriatic cruise ones. Then there will be some of the menus on those videos.
Definitely. Dan, definitely Theatre 3. Glad it was Discovery 2.
Yes.
You can tell them, Marella.
Yeah, the seats are just... I mean, we were on Iona, weren't we? And it felt like you were really close to the person next to you and you didn't have the room. But on those Marella ships, the seats are really big and comfortable and you've got the drink holders or the table. And so Marella ships, all of them are better theatres than P&O and MSC.
Dan said, I've heard the outdoor pools are proper cold. Is this so? First things first, this isn't Dan from Holyhead, is it? Just out of interest. I'm just checking. But secondly, yeah, they are cold. Marella ships do not heat their pools. They're too old for that.
And of course, the big difference, they're saltwater.
They are, which wasn't a problem because
until you jump in and take a mouthful,
or your eyes start burning out. When we went on Voyager, I think it was, we went in the pool there. It was cold. However, this was a godsend because it was really hot that day on board. I think we were going towards St. Lucia at the time, and it was absolutely baking. It was about 40 degrees. Yeah. So that was a godsend.
Just be aware, though, salt water, so don't jump in with your mouth open like I did. Not nice.
Valley 54, at Jess Chive, we've done both Discovery Ship. My daughter is veggie, and she noticed that there are plenty of gluten-free options. The specialty restaurants also cater for gluten-free. To be fair, Marella, they just got it right.
I think all the ships now have to, and they're clearly shown what's what, so you won't have a problem.
No, I can't believe we just necked a bottle of wine during our life.
Yeah, well, we are like 25 minutes over now.
I know. John! Where
John!
have you been? Did I miss anything? Fell asleep in the chair.
He worked so hard, John. He worked so hard. Not really. You can watch it back. We've rabbited on a bit, haven't we?
I can.
Just drank a bit.
At Ready 54, thank you. I love it when people sort of communicate through our chats. It's great. Mary, Villa Maria, age 49, answers at the moment. Oh.
Don't tell him that.
That's cheaper than what I got that for.
Don't tell him that. He'll be stocking up.
I know. Linda Bodison. Hello, Linda. Hello, boys. Missing your hugs,
Linda!
Mike. Is this the one that Linda at the end of the day?
I'm going to try and do it. Yeah! No, that was... You keep saying that. That was Louise. Linda is... Right, I've just got to say, I used to work with Linda, folks. And Linda, when I started working in the office where Linda worked, one of her jobs was ringing people. It was a carers. We looked after carers.
Linda's not the lady in the show home, was she?
Yes,
Linda.
Linda is responsible for pushing me towards going for that job, and it was looking after and supporting carers. Linda worked on the phone and was the first point of contact. And I'd sit in that office, listen to Linda, and I was just blown away with how good Linda was at communicating with people. So Linda, I miss everybody in that office. I had to leave the job about 5-6 years ago because of my health, but that office was an inspiration, and I saw...
And Linda's gorgeous.
And Linda is just... and we need to go. I met Louise the other day, and I said, we need to sort out an afternoon tea somewhere. So, Linda, lovely to see you, because I miss you girls so much.
Sweet, it's made the night.
Right.
John, Voyager pool deck below cabins, not the best place to be during the year. I can imagine. P.S. You're out of focus. John, I think you've had
You've just woke up, John.
Mary, love the dad dancing, Mike.
Oh, yeah.
And he spins,
He
spins.
I used to do Northern Soul, so I'd go one half the dance floor to the other. I'd knock anybody out the path. I'd be doing back. No, I never did those. I'm lying.
I'm not Keith Lester, stay on deck 2, no noise at all, only the town in the corner. When we stay on Marella ships, we try and go as low as we possibly can.
In the middle.
We don't do balcony cabins on Marella, and there's a reason why. And it's nothing to do with the fact that, we don't like them or we can't afford them. It's purely based on the fact that we have a much better, comfortable time. The best time I've had was exploring the inside. We do interiors. We go as low as we possibly can. Not so low though that you're over all the mechanical work where you're the banging. But we try and go 2 or 3 floors above basically the M1. Is it the M1 it's called? And inside, outside, whatever. But we tend to stay away from balconies because balconies tend to be more up towards those promenade decks and pool decks.
But we couldn't resist one for the fjords because we knew
it was the views. We needed the views.
We wanted it
because
all the time.
If you're like us, we don't sleep well on cruise ships, believe it or not. So we're up really early. So we don't need a balcony because we're up top deck. Always the same routine. Mark and Jack know this as well. They'll sometimes meet us up there. Top deck, back of the ship, coffee in the morning, watching the sunrise. And that's how we start our day, and we love it.
Where you going?
Right, Mary. Dan just off Explorer 2, and the pools were extremely cold. They are, but if you're going to a hot place, it's a godsend. You don't want a heated pool in a place that's hot. Trust me, it's a nightmare. However, Marella needs to sort out their hot tubs because they're always full. You can never get in them. P&O, hands down over Marella when it comes to hot tubs. You can stop it now. She got a poorly.
Hey, Jill and Dave.
She's had a cut on her nose, bless her.
Hi, good evening. Don't matter.
Jill Gardner. Sorry, boys were late. Jill and Dave. Mwah. Hello, both. Mary, yes, Dave, done all the Marella ships.
Yeah,
well, she needs
got the set. She needs the
badge.
Oh, you got to remind me to get those badges done.
We have to design them.
Yeah.
Stephen Brown, I've read somewhere that the new ships will be 3,000 passengers.
So. That would be good news. I really, really hope that is the case.
Hold on. What is the current passenger?
About 2,000.
So that's not so bad.
Well, bearing in mind, you'd expect they'd be a bit bigger.
But you want it to be bigger. I always find Marella gives space. They really give space. they have enough staff per.
Yeah.
No,
I'm really. If that is the case, then I will be so happy.
Buzzing.
We'll be definitely trying to get on the maiden one.
100%
first one.
Beyond that. Sarah, loving the live tonight, guys.
You're still here. Oh,
do you know what, Sarah? I'm really, really jealous because you don't know how much Olive Denny's his running has a place in my heart.
And I've got to say, Sarah, do they still do the paragliding down from the mountain? Because we've done that. I did
Almost
that.
Died.
I didn't have a choice. Like his dad was there before we got there and booked it, and then of course I couldn't chicken out. I had to be the man about it. So the worst thing is you have to go to the top of the mountain in this rickety old lorry, and we sat in the back, and I wanted the toilet, and all the way up it was like this, and got to the top, and I had 3 attempts at takeoff. You're all sort of geared up, and you get the bloke whoever's with you, and you start at the top of this sort of incline, and you've got to run. And they said, don't sit down till you go over the edge. And so we were ready to go. Everybody was running down the hill, jumping off, running down the hill, jumping off. My turn. Go! Running down the hill. Stop! 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 They stopped me. There's something wrong with the wind. So by now, I was a third down this incline. Ready to go again. Go! Off I went. Stop! Stop! They stopped me a second time. Now, I'm 2/3 down this incline. Third time. Go! And of course, this time, I'd forgotten the instruction about not sitting down till you get over the mountain edge. So we were going down, and I sat down. And then I went over the edge like this on my bum, dragged over the edge, we disappeared, and then suddenly I rose like a phoenix.
Tell them what you did on the way down as well.
Oh, on the way down, I mean, I got the crash helmet on. On the way down, the bloke that was coming with me said, do you want your helmet off? Well, I thought it ain't going to save me if anything happens. So, yeah, get it off. Do you want a fag? I smoked then. Bad boy I was. Yeah, I'll have a fag. So he lit me a fag and gave me a fag as we were like all these thousands of feet in the air. And I was having a fag on the way down. And I was thinking, ridiculous. Where do I flick the ash? I don't want to set anything on fire. But anyway, we had this fag on the way down. And then, of course, I loved it. It was like an amazing experience. I'd love to find the video because we've got a video of it somewhere.
Our 21-year marriage could have been like over.
Dave never took his helmet off. His knuckles were white. Yes. He was hanging on that side.
I hated it.
I loved it. It was brilliant.
Hated it.
I would never, ever do it again. I had nightmares over that takeoff for many, many months. So I'm glad I did it and I enjoyed it, but I'd never do it again. But the looking down on that blue lagoon, beautiful.
Right, cruising with the whites. We have booked Silverthorpe. Can't wait.
Good choice.
Have the short rib if it's
good choice, and have the coronation chicken starter. Was it like a pate? It
was like a terrine.
Yeah. Oh, have that. That blew my mind because it wasn't what I was expecting, but it blew my mind. It was amazing. But yeah, and I had the beef Wellington, which was very good.
Mary did the wine pairing night in a Silverthorpe. We didn't do that, Mary.
No,
but I didn't drink wine back then, but I do now. Maybe I would now. I bet it was lovely though.
Now that's the problem.
Bet it was lovely. David Taylor, hi guys. Hope you're both okay.
Yeah, we're good, Dave.
And I know you said Bath okay, but because I've had a couple of wines, I read that as both, so it's all good.
I can't get the thumbs up.
Jummy, thumbs up.
How'd you get fireworks?
You do 2 thumbs up.
I did. Oh, so I haven't done fireworks.
Mary, Discovery Ships, love the glass lifts at Director Bar 11 nightclub. Yes.
Yeah, I love the glass lifts.
Straight up.
It's strange because MSC on Virtuosa, they have panoramic lifts and they are brilliant. If you're going on MSC and you don't know, look out because they are much better lifts. They're quieter. They're like at the side of the ship. There's one next to the Starship Club, and there was one not far from my cabin, but it took me till the second day to find them. And it's glass. So as you're going up and down, you can see out to the sea.
Have you finished blethering? Because we're 1 hour, 34 minutes.
Your fault. I told you at bloody 8 o'clock it was time to go.
Right, no more comments now,
no
guys.
more comments. We're done.
Mary, she's put Yachida Eileen. Mum, if you're still in the room, Mary says Yachida.
Yachida.
You got Yach.
Oh, I'll spit if I do that.
Angela White. Wait, sorry. On our first cruise on Voyager 6 weeks. Gonna love it.
So
Make sure you watch our
lucky.
videos. It'll make it
I
so
wish
much more special.
We were going on Voyager for the first time. But I can't wait to go on for the second time. It was brilliant.
Cruising with the Whites. We're the same as you guys. Love Discovery 2 was our first cruise. Your videos made us decide to cruise. And managed to want to do cruise bloggers.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
come here, you.
Yeah, everyone go support Cruising with the Whites.
Bless them. Louise Doyle. Hi, first time watching. Going on Discovery 2 this Wednesday. Was on the same ship last September and loved it. I have been on 9 different cruises, but Discovery is my favourite.
Discovery is
We will do it. No,
yeah,
first time. Discovery.
First of all, first time here, so welcome to the channel, Louise. Great to have you with us.
So I'm getting this. You put Discovery 2 this Wednesday, but you love Discovery. So I'm assuming you've done Discovery before, which we haven't done, and we really want to do.
It was on the same ship last September.
Am I reading that wrong then? Have we done Discovery?
Yeah,
Louise?
going on Discovery 2 this Wednesday. It was on the same ship last September. So yeah, loved it. So she's doing it again.
I love Discovery 2.
Nice one.
I was hoping then
Discovery
that Discovery was like...
Discovery 2's got a heart.
But I wanted Discovery.
Yeah, we'll have to look where it is.
Mary, one more thumbs up to get to 50. Wait, what are you looking at, Mary? We've only got 8 on ours.
We're looking at the wrong thing then, aren't we? Thumbs up, guys. Oh,
that's me.
That's you. I can do the hearts, but you can't. But you can do the fireworks, and I can't.
So Mary's put, I was right. Both Discoveries are ex-Royal Caribbean. Other 3 are ex-Celebrity.
So 3. Makes a change.
So Voyager, Explorer,
makes a change
2.
for you to be right. That's all I'll say.
No, I knew they were. And I love Celebrity. Their layout on Millennium was amazing. Mary, I've been known to catnap during the shows.
We know why you nap, Mary.
Mary's like me.
Like a drink, don't we, Mary?
Mary and I think we'd have a night out.
Talking of which, I've still got some left.
See, I can't cut it, Mary. Me and you. Dave Hannigan started on Explorer, then on Discovery for our honeymoon. Last 2 holidays been on Voyager.
Congratulations.
Back to Explorer end of the month. Voyager, our favourite, but fancy going to Discovery again. So it's so nice and so refreshing to hear that people go on it for the first time and they love the company. And my worry is that Marella will lose its way and they will try and be one of the big boys like P&O and MSC, and they don't need to. They have such a community behind them.
I hope they don't. I mean, you know, Marella are doing really well at the moment. I think in January they had record profits, and you know they're doing really well. And I think they know
don't change
what's good for them. And people, you know, I don't know. The trouble is, I suppose, as the profits grow, the ships will grow, so the more profits grow. And I hope that's not the case, but we'll keep in mind, hopefully, that it will be 3,000.
This is a message to Marella's corporate communications if they're watching. If they ever watch these vlogs, and they watch, don't change anything. You're winning. You really are winning. You have a great sort of ethos around their company policy.
I love your optimism, Dave.
I know they're
going to be watching. From their ivory towers.
I thought I'd try. But if they are watching, don't change. We all love it the way it is.
We love Marella as they are, so I hope they don't change.
Dave Hannigan, looking forward to seeing new winter 2026 itinerary. Yes. Our next week, I think. Out next week. Oh,
see, we were going to do this tonight because John passed on the information about this new itineraries coming out and Tunisia and stuff, and we were going to do much more on that tonight, but we decided we got so much to cover that we wouldn't have time, and we're now our longest stream ever, so you better wind up.
It's going to be 2 hours.
As much as I'm enjoying it.
Stuart McCulloch, Mike would have loved Adonia. Loads of dark wood. He loves touching
Stuart
wood.
knows I like touching wood.
Dark wood.
Yeah.
Smaller ship too, currently 7. Oh gosh!
You can't tell me that you didn't go on Cunard and were blown away by those staircases. And I'm being very careful. I was
stroking the wood.
It was just beautiful. It was shiny wood. It was
Mary,
beautiful.
Have a word with him. Gorgeously, she is, but she got a poorly nose. She's not a well girl tonight.
You see her nose. I think she's doing it going out the cat flap.
Yeah, we think she's cutting it in the cat flap, but she's not.
You're hurting it on the cat flap, isn't you, baby girl?
Patsy Seam, oh Lily, she's so sweet. She is. She's been sleeping.
She's that little girl.
So in the conservatory at the moment, because the weather's rubbish, I've got all my washing on the air because it's really hot in there. But she goes in there. She loves to sleep in there. It's so hot.
Yeah, she loves it.
David Daft Thomas, Piero Ventura and Azura were better than Iona regarding waiting for dining and theatre. Small ships. I think the problem.
P&O and MSC have shown us
They
that
can't cope.
bigger ships cause more problems because they haven't got the number of staff to cope. And so, they have to have there's 4 main dining rooms on MSC, symphony, opera, minuetto, and something else. And you allocated 1, and I would like to have tried different ones, but they just can't cope. And it's the same with the cleaning. Problems I had with my room on MSC were because the poor cleaner has to get round so many cabins in such a short space of time. So I did really feel sorry for her, and I certainly didn't blame her. They just don't employ enough staff for the turnaround and the amount and size these ships are. So they do cause problems in a lot of departments, like our missing 2 shows on P&O because our meals took about 2.5, 3 hours to eat.
Nightmare. Mandy, we're looking at circumnavigation for the British Isles on Fred Olsen. Have you heard anything about them? I'm sure they're similar vibe to Marella. Well, we do know about Fred Olsen. Fred Olsen are similar sized ships. They're not massive, but they are a premium line, Mandy. Fred Olsen are a great line. If you look at their aesthetic, they're really smart.
I've heard Fred Olsen described it's like coming home.
Beautiful.
That they're very homely, warm, friendly ships, and I certainly would like to try Fred Olsen. We want to try them all, don't we, basically? But I have heard really good things about Fred Olsen.
It's very Marella.
Would be very interested to see how you get on, Mandy, because they're definitely our size ships.
But, Mandy, they are a premium line, so you need to make sure that there's probably going to be this charge for this and this charge for that. The difference with Marella is, as well as we do, 1 fee. You can have it all if you want. A couple of surcharges, but that's it. But Fred Olsen, I think, might be a little bit more. Dan, no, not from Holyhead, I'm from Wednesbury. Oh, down the road.
It wasn't the Dan you thought it was.
Not the Dan I thought it was.
You're not far from us, though, Dan.
Down the road. Down the road, Dan. That's the new nickname.
Or is it Black Country?
Yeah, I'm a road bad.
Oh, yeah, I'm all right. I used to live in Dudley.
He did, actually.
Yeah.
He says all the time, can we have some suck?
Oh, don't lower the tone. I've lied to you what it means.
It means sweets.
I
know it means sweets because I used to work
as a child, you just go around saying, Mother, can I have some suck? And it means, can I have some sweets?
Dan, I'm all for the Black Country accent.
And of course, the other thing is everybody's yam all right, duck. Everyone's duck, isn't they? Or babs. Yeah.
Mary, open another bottle. Relax, guys. Love the blethering. We can't, Mary, because I'm going down to Bridgend tomorrow, so I need to drive.
Strictly speaking, 2 hours is too long.
Yeah,
an hour is longer.
Yeah, we got to wrap it up. No more comments.
No more comments, folks, because, well, as much as we're enjoying it, you can get too much of a good thing.
I think Mike's getting bored now.
I'm not bored.
He can go.
I'm not bored. I'm not bored. I just think that, like, these good people, they've sat here all this time and we're still blethering on.
Well, you are. John has put a Dave Hannigan, Red 2026 was out July 3rd, not available to pre-order. I can't wait for it to come out because that is going to feature on our live because the new itinerary means that we can pre-book our 2026 cruise. I've got my holiday dates. I'm ready to go. It needs to happen quick, fast.
Because we've should we quickly say what's coming up?
He's done about blethering and now he's bound.
No, but I'm just going to say it's important before we finish to say what's coming up. So on Wednesday, I will be releasing my Inside Deluxe Cabin review for MSC. Next Sunday, we are doing a live all the way from Bury. With our 2 friends and with her 2 best friends.
Oh, you're going to meet Perry and Skipper. You will meet
Perry and Skipper, and you never know, we might be able to get our 2 friends to come on and say a few words about their experiences of cruising. And then the week after, I'm hoping to get part 2 out. It might be a bit of a state because of my filming disaster, but I will try and get part 2 out, which will be a lot more optimistic and a lot more sort of positive about MSC. And then on the, let me find the date, the 29th of June, we have got a lady by the name of Kerry coming on. It's confirmed. It's a very special occasion for her. So I'm even more blessed that she's coming on that day because she will be celebrating her 40th birthday during that live stream. Kerry has got a YouTube channel called Just Pick One UK. Go check it out. Kerry was the reason that I decided to do MSc Virtuosa. I watched her MSc Virtuosa videos where she does solo, and I think she's very underrated. She does cracking videos. So please go and give your support to Kerry. Get to know and see some of her videos before she comes on live, and also hit some likes for her. The thing is, and what I love about Kerry is Kerry had a list of 40 things to do before she was 40. So I want to question Kerry. I know she's just been on a very special trip, which included a sleeper train, it included a Cunard cruise, and it included going to America chasing tornadoes. So I'm really excited to be questioning her about that and her experience, and looking forward to those videos coming out on her channel.
Can we quickly just say though, isn't it someone else's birthday next week?
Somebody else has got a birthday on Thursday, haven't they? I wonder who that is.
Who is it? It's me. Pembroke Happis to me.
Yeah.
I'll be 44, everybody, on Thursday. So on that Sunday, that's when we'll be in Manchester in Bury.
You know what all the fours is in bingo call?
No.
All the fours, droopy drawers.
Okay.
Sorry, little things.
David Taylor.
Little things.
David Taylor is going on Discovery 2 on the 2nd, 2025.
Nice. There's a lot of people going on Discovery, aren't there?
What annoyed.
Discovery's so nice. Oh, I just hope you love it as much as we do.
Paul Walsh, the gluten-free option on Discovery 2 was fantastic. Afternoon tea was unbelievably good. Yeah. Jess, I hope this is good for you. Paul, that's a lovely comment.
Yeah. And I'm glad that you've backed up our thoughts about the afternoon tea, because it is very, very good. Do you know what I loved as well?
Here he goes.
Where you sat, you could see everything. Whereas Explorer, the performers were behind my back. But on Discovery 2, it's light, it's bright, it's in the main dining room, and you can see everything. So it is so good there.
Yes. David Taylor, I'm going on Discovery 2 on the 2nd, the 7th, 2025.
Nice.
No, it's the same person, but he put 2nd, 25.
Ah, right, okay, yes.
Bless you, have a cracking time.
That's not far now.
It's not. Ian Lineker, we think you two are brilliant and helps.
Any relation to Gary? I bet you're fed up with that. Yeah. Sorry, I shouldn't have said that. But thank you. That's really nice.
Mike is now cancelled.
Yeah, I'm embarrassed now. Sorry. I thought you. It's like your mother, isn't it?
You've had too much wine,
it's
mate.
Like no, I haven't.
You can't.
It's like your mother. You know, Eileen. She gets "Come on, Eileen" all the time.
She does.
Come on, Eileen.
Valley 54. Marella ship just feel like the family. It does.
It does. It's
like
fun.
Going home.
It's so much fun going on a Marella cruise.
Oh. Boys, I remember the old days so well.
Yes, of course, Eileen, you were with us.
Yeah. She had a little bit of a guy coming on to her in the restaurant.
And remember, we were doing panto scripts.
Yes, we wrote that panto that holiday.
Yes,
we did.
Yes, Eileen was helping us out.
Mary, Bridgend, a few miles from me. Oh, my nan lives in Bridgend.
A few mics from me.
Miles. She's put it. Oh, right. Mike is a large guy, so
cheeky.
Was a large guy.
Still got a bit to go, but yeah, it's going.
Thank you, Mary. Thank you so much. Jimmy, ship 3.
Hey, Jimmy.
I can't remember what that was for.
Oh God,
Jimmy, I'm so
far
sorry.
behind now.
Our last comment of the night.
I won't do it like that again. I'll just put the ship's name up there.
Patsy, thank you guys. Love the lives tonight. And big happy Thursday.
Yeah,
thank you, Patsy.
Thank you, Patsy. And
Mary has put good night, everyone. Thanks for the live. Really enjoyed it.
Thanks everyone for sticking with us. It's been a long one tonight.
It's been fun.
And so it has been good fun. There's nothing on the telly. And
We're on the telly.
We love talking cruising anyway. So, and I just love talking full stop. So, right. Okay. We're ready to go.
We are. And Kerry, good night, everybody.
Yeah,
everybody, good night.
Everybody.
David Taylor, good night. Enjoy your weekend in Manchester. Thank you, everybody.
You so much for coming to spend the evening with us.
Bless you.
There you go.
So, guys, from Mida Travel, remember to like and subscribe if you are new to our channel. You will be part of our family, because this is a family and a community. Please spread the word about us, and we will see you next Sunday.
Yes, next Sunday all the way from Bury.
And hopefully the boys will come on and sort of give their opinions as well. So happy days.
Yeah, so it'll be good. And we'll just have a general chat about everything cruising.
Yeah. So on that one,
okay, everyone.
Take it easy, everybody.
Bye. Stay safe. Happy cruising.